So are you going to jump ship? Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. As you can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be a video discussing the Chanel price increases. Are you going to jump to Hermes? And I'm also going to share with you a lot of alternative handbags that are very comparable to Chanel bags and give you my opinion on if I feel like Chanel is still worth it or not. And I think my opinion might surprise you a little bit because it has changed from something I had said earlier in the year, which I think I had already changed my opinion on another video. So as we all know, these prices just went crazy on the classic flaps, especially the classic flaps. Also went up on the Trendy CC, the Deauville, a few other bags, and there is speculation that with the next season after 22C, which is 22S, I'm not very good with their seasons, that on that one that perhaps the bags that were not released this time, like the Trendy CC, will go up again, which those just went up for the season 21K. So they've had a lot of price increases during the last 2 years. When I purchased my classic flaps, they had not gone up in price for a very long time. I was extremely lucky. I went back and forth, and I didn't know if I wanted to purchase a jumbo or the medium. And I purchased the jumbo in, I think, like March, 4.5 years ago, and the medium I got in September. And the prices had not gone up. This one was $5,500, and I believe this one was $4,800. I am pretty sure. This one is now $9,500, and I'm pretty sure this is $8,800. I wrote it down. I'm not going to do spreadsheets. I'm not going to do all that. You've seen it before, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, there, I just had it, and then I closed my phone. $8,800 for the medium and $95 for the bigger one. So that's a really huge jump in, it's like $1,000 a year, even though they didn't do it $1,000 a year. I think it would have been a little easier to swallow if you knew every November it was going up $1,000 instead of surprising you with several $1,000s in 1 year for the increases. I was able to go into a Chanel boutique last week, and I had the best shopping experience I have ever had in a Chanel boutique. I did not buy anything. There wasn't a lot of stock there, but as long as I have been buying Chanel, it has been difficult to get anything that you want. It has never been, for me anyways, like I had to call 18 stores to get my GST. Took me a long time to find this. I finally had an amazing sales associate. I got this the day it came in, but it's just never been altogether that pleasant of an experience in general for me. And I was surprised. I told my husband before we went in, I'm like, they're not going to be nice to us. Just, prepare for it. And he's like, why aren't they going to be nice to us? I'm like, well, this is the place I bought my first Chanel bag, and I didn't have the best time, and I didn't look very cute. It was raining, and I'm like, they're just not going to be nice to us. And I met the most lovely sales associate. So talking about that, let's talk a little bit about their quality. The bags that they did have in stock were older, had been handled a lot, and I don't mean older as in like many seasons ago, but they didn't have fresh stock at all. So whatever they had been manhandled, and I don't know what people do when they try bags on in the store, but not all of them were quality issues. Some of them were customer issues. I did see, and I will insert some pictures. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I will link that down below, but I will post pictures. I don't do shopping vlogs. I don't like shopping vlogs, so I don't film them myself, but I will post mod shots with pictures. There was one bag that was gorgeous. It was burgundy, lambskin. The quilts were just completely flat. The flap was uneven. I really was contemplating that one until I really looked it over, but there's definitely some quality issues. And before we get any further, I forgot to say, if you're new to my channel, my name is Melinda. If you're returning, welcome back. I would love it if you just take one moment and hit that subscribe button down below and the bell notification, because I kind of film all over the place now. Y'all have been asking me if I'm going to stay on YouTube, and for now the answer is yes, but very randomly whenever I feel like filming. So, quality issues. Saw a lot of quality issues. So now let's talk a little bit about Hermes, because I see so many people saying on the purse forum and on Instagram, they're just going to make the swap to Hermes. The price points are very, very close to Hermes now, and I'm not sure that this has been verified, but I think it has. You can only purchase one classic flap and one cocoa handle per year, and you have to have some sort of spend history with them, which you never used to have to before. So that sounds a lot like the Hermes business model. So I did bring out my two Hermes quota bags, classic bags, however you'd like to call it, the ones that you can't get that easily. And I have my Kelly and I have my Birkin. So as we all know, it's not as easy to just jump ship to Hermes. Chanel was difficult to begin with. Hermes is definitely harder. I've had a very good experience shopping with Hermes, but that is not always the case for most people. Most people kind of get a little frustrated with the experience. I've had probably out of every fashion house I've ever purchased from ever, the best has been Hermes. The way I've been treated, I've loved shopping there. But I also want to show you the difference. These are apples and oranges. Besides the difficulty of purchasing, these bags look absolutely nothing alike. They're both gorgeous, they're both timeless, they're both classic, beautiful, beautiful bags. They have absolutely nothing in common at all, right? So even if we want to compare it to a flap bag, let me put my Kelly up here backwards. Again, nothing in common. And I have my cocoa handle, which would be a little bit closer to the Kelly, but I can't reach it. It's way too far away. I'll show them side by side in a moment. But they're not comparable. They're not similar. The other difference with Hermes versus Chanel is Hermes is going to be handmade. Like one artisan makes your bag. It's extremely special. These are factory made. It seems like they're cranking this stuff out. Now, to answer the question before I get on to sharing the alternative styles, would I still purchase these bags? Every video I've watched, and I haven't watched many because I have not been home, but I've watched a couple. Every single video I've watched, people have said, no, there is no way I would spend $9,500 for this, and I've already forgotten the price of this one again. They've said no. And I thought about it, and in the beginning of the year, on a video of why I stopped buying Chanel, I hadn't purchased Chanel in over 2 years until I got my cocoa handle this fall. I said I wouldn't pay those prices either, but I have thought that through, and I think it's extremely easy for somebody who owns the bags to say, I wouldn't buy these bags again. I wouldn't pay that price. I have them. They're in my collection. I own them. So I don't think that's a fair thing to say. If you want one of these bags, I say go for it, get it. The sooner the better. Clearly they're going to just keep going up, but if it's something you've wanted forever and ever and ever, just buy it and treasure it and use it. But you know, it's very easy because I paid $4,000 less for each of these, plus I didn't have to pay tax way back then. So you add about 10% because mine's 9.75. It just makes it outrageous. So it's very easy to say, no, I wouldn't buy that. But I also said in a lot of videos that this would never happen either. And I have multiple reasons for that, and that changed. So I personally moved on to Hermes. I wouldn't say that I switched because I hadn't been buying a lot of Chanel. I moved on to Hermes because I felt like at the time I was very satisfied with my Chanel collection. I wanted something different and something just lifetime bags for me. These are going to go to my daughters at some point, and I know which girl's going to get each bag, and I also know which girl's going to get each classic flap. So set this back here. So we have a little eye candy here. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. And I would love to hear your opinion. Are you still going to continue forward with Chanel, or are you going to switch to other brands? I actually have my name on a wait list for a Chanel bag. I'm not sure if it will come in, if I will get it, if I won't. I personally will probably still buy Chanel bags. There's 2 more that I want, and I haven't wanted any in a very, very long time. But I don't see me buying any more classic flaps. This jumbo is always going to be one of my favorites in a forever bag, but fully empty right here. It's really, really heavy. And the medium, which I really like a lot, I just think that, you know, the shoulder straps could be a little bit longer, and I know you can pull it and, you know, make it where it's just like one strap, but I love them, but they're not something that I want multiples of in my collection. So I would definitely, though, consider purchasing Chanel moving forward. So I certainly can't tell you not to if I think I'm going to. And again, it's all about how you feel, and if you feel that the bags are worth it to you. I have seen some serious quality issues, like I told you, in the boutique. I've had some bags sent to me with really bad quality issues. The ones that are currently in my collection, and any of the ones that I kept, even if I've sold them, did not have quality issues, and I've been very lucky with that. This one, though, it squeaks still. Somebody told me that they found that really annoying, but that you know, for them to own that, it doesn't bother me at all. I heard the new ones don't squeak, but I'm thrilled that I own these ones, and I certainly can't tell you not to own them, but I do think that the prices are insane. I've got to be honest about that. It's nuts that they want to be on this level, which these bags are at least a day plus by one person to make. I just don't know. I saw a little video, I forget which bag they were making, but it was a factory process. So it's up to you, you know, what you really love, and if you really want them, then go for it. You know, they're just going to keep going up. Absolutely. So now I'm going to share with you some bags that I think are good alternatives. I am getting into a lot of other brands. If you could see the bed in front of me, it is so full of stuff. I have a huge unboxing coming up later for y'all. I just got home and I haven't had time to even get to it, but let me get some of those bags and share with you some things that I think are really, really good alternatives. Okay, so before I share the alternative styles, I did promise to show the Coco handle next to the Kelly. I think this is kind of Chanel's version. Clearly my Kelly is a lot bigger, but yeah, there they are side by side. So put that back, and as we'll stick this over here. Okay, so for the trendy CC, I think this is a fabulous, fabulous option. And I actually just paid my credit card bill today, and I have my exact amount that I paid for this, which was $514, and I forget the amount of change, but this is the Aspinall of London Mayfair bag, and it has feet on the bottom, top handle, kind of that larger top here. Of course, you don't have Chanel written there. On the back, Aspinall of London with a magnetic back pocket. This really beautiful closure, which you just push it in and it pops up like so. The inside has a center divider. I mean, this just really, really reminds me a lot of that bag. And it has the fabric in the front and a big slit compartment there. These go on sale, which is awesome. I got mine on sale, but even full price, this is just a fraction of the trendy CC, and I think it is just an absolutely stunning bag. I cannot remember if I showed you that it has feet. You guys know I love feet, 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 feet. So the Chanel Mini. I actually did a video comparing this bag to the Chanel Mini before I sold my Chanel Mini, and I like this one much, much better. It is the YSL Mini Lou camera bag. This is in their caviar leather. That's not what they call it, but that's what I am going to call it. The color of this is dark smog. It is like a really gray, blue kind of gray. The inside of this is all leather lined. They have gone up on their prices. I believe this is now, I think it's like $1,100. I will put the price down below. But when I got mine, they still had coupons and I got it for $890, I believe. And the inside, like I said, it's all leather lined. You have credit card slits here in the back and a very long chain, which you can shoulder or cross body. This is just one of my favorite bags, and I'm always so tempted to pick up another one, but this is also one I don't use a whole lot because it is super tiny, but it is great for evenings out, and that's why I haven't picked up another color. But I just absolutely love this, and the quality of this is amazing, amazing, amazing. So I have some of these written down here, so because some of the bags that I'm going to share with you I don't personally own. So for the Coco handle, which I've already put away, here we go. The Coco handle, I think a great alternative, and I will insert a picture of me. I got to try this on last week. I think the YSL Cassandra is a fabulous alternative to the Coco handle. It does come in a mini size. I tried on the medium, so that'll be the picture that I'm sharing with you. That bag is on my wish list, but not in black. That's all they happen to have in the store, but it's a fabulous alternative, and about half the price as the Coco handles. So that's a huge difference. And the Cassandra bag is also all leather lined, if I'm not mistaken. I am pretty sure that bag is all leather lined. I am really getting into YSL. I have purchased a lot of YSL bags, and I have had some serious quality issues, and the ones I have gotten lately have been just perfect. So they're a great alternative. So for the Chanel 19, which did not go up this current collection, but it did go up recently. It's now $5,700. This is not by any means an exact look-alike to the Chanel 19, but it is a top handle, and it does have a back pocket. The phone fits in. It's heavy right now. This is the bag I took with me on vacation. Loved it. It's fabulous. It has a long crossbody strap and, you know, a lot of chain like the Chanel 19. And this one, I believe, comes in at $2,500. And again, I will put the correct prices below if I can't remember, if I didn't remember them correctly, which I probably didn't. But this is a really good alternative. Another really good alternative to the Chanel 19 if you want a puffier look. Like, to me, this is pretty puffy with these chevron quilts. Like, I think it's a nice puffiness, but it's not a puffer bag. I think that the YSL Lou puffer bag is a great alternative. I did purchase one of those this year, and I told you during the video, showed you what was wrong with it and told you it was going back. But I do think that those are absolutely beautiful bags, and again, you're not getting into the Chanel 19 price points. So what else do I have? The Chanel Classic Flaps. So again, I think from YSL, the Lulu line is a great alternative, and I think one that nobody thinks about, and I have two of them. I think this is a fabulous alternative to a Chanel Classic Flap, and that is the Aspinall of London, Lottie. I'm trying to say Lottie and London. The Aspinall of London bag. This is in the size small. They do have a larger size, which I have been contemplating purchasing for several years. I actually wanted to pick one up when I was in Europe. Could not find the size that I wanted. They were sold out. This is the older style without a back pocket, but you can see it has very Chanel-like chains. Very easy to crossbody or shoulder. The opening on this, I think it's quite unique. You just pull up that little leather tab there. And then the inside is beautiful red grosgrain, I'm not sure if I ever say that right, lining. And very similar on the inside in size and in design as the small Coco handle. So I also have this one in another color, which is the newer style. And actually Sophie Showhead has this bag in the larger size. So if you want to do a YouTube search and see what that looks like, she has this exact color. But this one is in the taupe color, and this one has the silver hardware. Both of these bags I got on sale, and I want to say both of them were right around $500 or under $500. And they have this gorgeous pebbled leather. This is the newer style, as I was saying. This does have a back pocket here with a magnet. This one probably won't fit the phone. Let me check. Actually, it does. It fits the iPhone X, but it does make a little, stick out a little. The inside of this one is just a taupe lining. These are stunning, stunning bags. I cannot tell you, the quality of Aspinall of London is just absolutely amazing, amazing. So much, I have 3 of their bags sitting here right now, and I would actually really consider this in a larger size too. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to have some discussion on this, because I feel like I was gone kind of while all this happened, and I didn't talk to anybody really or post anything on Instagram about it. But what are your thoughts on Chanel? Do you think it's worth it going forward? Will you still be purchasing? Are you looking at other brands? I know I am definitely looking at other brands, and I might, like I said, I have my name down on something, but it doesn't mean it's gonna work out, but we will see. But I'm never saying never. I've learned not to do that on here. Don't do that. I hope you have an amazing day today. And again, let me know where you're gonna go. Are you gonna stay with Chanel? Or what brands do you think are worth it right now? And I will talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.